Alright, what's up guys? So I like the sleeper effect, right? The car being a 4-cylinder and being the underdog, I kind of like that. Granted, I wouldn't have picked it that way if I had my druthers, but being that I wound up with a car for my wife the way we did, and I figured, you know, if I'm gonna play with it, I might as well enjoy it. So anyway, today I'm gonna work on modifying the factory Ecoboost engine cover to try and hide some of the auxiliary fuel stuff. Now the problem that I'm going to have is that a lot of the cover itself has to be trimmed. And here, let's take a look and I'll show you what I mean. So I've got one that's already been painted ruby red to match, and you can kind of get an idea of what that's going to look like there. So we've got it comes over here nice and fine, but it doesn't quite go down over the oil cap, right? And that's because we've got some issues here with the auxiliary fueling. So my thoughts are that I'm going to go ahead and cut the cover back. I think I'm going to start at this notch here, or maybe this notch here. Probably start at this notch here and try and cut along that whole line there all the way down, so that we have something that looks almost stock and gives us the opportunity to cover the motor. And granted, a lot of this will still be displayed and shown, but it'll look a little more factory, I think. So anyway, we're going to tinker with that real quick, see what we can come up with. I'm going to use the trusty old Dremel. Alright, so we're going to fire this Dremel up and see what we can't come up with. You know, and my goal, obviously, it's not going to be a complete sleeper. Anybody who really knows the Ecoboost platform specifically, they're going to know that it's got aux fuel. They're going to know what's going on. But it's for the people who we can catch, you know, a little unsuspecting. That's the ones we want to be able to hide it from. Got to get the proper safety glasses. Check those out. Alright, let's see. What are we going to do here? Let her rip, tater chip. Alright, start a little prettier toward the end. So I'm just trying Alright, let's take a look, see how it looks. I think I'm pretty happy with it. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but let's test fit it and see, and then we can work on perfecting it. Okay, so looks like we fit pretty good here. Looks like we're still having some fitment issues here. God, that light's horrible. Too bright. Alright, so looks like I'm gonna have to go a little bit higher. So I started at the lower notch there. I originally thought I was gonna have to go like right here. I started at the lower notch thinking I might be able to get away with it, but you can see there. Now I might just be able to notch it, you know, like so. But I think just simply notching that spot would be a little more obvious. But you know what? I think I might try that. Just because that looks like it's the only thing holding it up. So I think I might. Maybe we need a gap like this this piece here come up like that and come all the way around that sensor. So let's see what that looks like. We can try that for a moment. So this is super precise work here. Let's see how precise we can make it. We're gonna go like right about there, and then with the sensor it comes to there, so we're just gonna go ahead and try and cut it. Do we want to cut it on the upper side? You know what, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right there in that wedge. Now the question is, how far do we need to cut it? I'm gonna start with about something like there. Okay, here goes nothing. Alright, so I may not be satisfied with that, but let's test fit it. Of course. So maybe we just cut the whole dadgum length, because that looks good on that side. So that's where that's gonna go. That fitment's good there. That looks like that's gonna clear. So we'll just cut it. I think we'll cut it the whole way. Okay, so let's see. So I obviously cleaned that up a little bit more, straightened some of these out, and let's see how she fits, or if she fits. Still, no bueno. Man. This is one of those things where I started out saying, oh, I'm not going to cut much of it, and I'm going to wind up cutting this whole damn thing off, because now it's hitting there, which this clears, so we're good there. We're good with all that. Looks like I probably need to bring this over to the next lane. I definitely got to do something about this. Maybe just take it here. No, because that still won't do anything for that line. Maybe just take it here and there. I don't like that either. I do like this, hiding that stuff there. I like that. So maybe I just notch this, a little circular notch or something right here to make way for that. Let's see, that's the, and that's there, so it's going to be right through here to the other side of there. I'm probably going to have to do something, you know, along those lines there. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright, let's take a look. I got a couple wires that need tucked in back over there. Okay, let's see. Alright, so obviously all of these will get harnessed in when we are done testing the 85 kit, which everything's been working flawlessly so far, so that should be any day now that we'll be able to come back through here and wire all that stuff in nice and tidy. I'm cleaning all of these up and harness them up. Yada boom, bada bing. Okay, so let's see here. If in doing so, that goes there, that goes there. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, so I mean, that's pretty good. I'm thinking I still might have to actually notch this further. I might have to bring this all the way out like that. And we're definitely gonna have to bring that back further. Okay, back to the cuts. All right, so done a little more trimming here. Got this trimmed a little more straight, which we'll clean all this stuff up later, I don't care. Got a nice good edge here, and I trimmed that all the way back. So now let's see. All right, so we've got our bolt head in here. Looks like we're lined up there, we're lined up there. Okay, so looks like we're gonna clear, Okay, the only thing is, oh man. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this because this is mounted on my head right now, but we've got some clearancing to do underneath. Now the question's gonna be if I'm even gonna be able to clearance that enough to get it to clear that fuel rail. So let's try it. So let's see here. This is what we'll be clearancing, and see how it goes. Okay, so obviously that part never gets seen, so I don't really care about what it looks like. And as you'll see, I've been using this, it's like a sandstone disc. Unfortunately, I ran out of cutting discs, so had to make do with what I had. So let's see if that's going to be enough to get the trick to do. Sink her down in here. Sink her down, sink her down. No, still not enough. Okay, so we're gonna have to cut even more because it's still hitting. So back to the drawing board. So I think I'm gonna have to cut like right around that section there, and I'm likely to run out of the ability to cut with this thing. She's about out of. All right, let's make this work. Oh, so now you want to do that, huh? So you're not sitting there, but look, that still has more to go. Damn it. So we'll go just like that. Maybe. This thing's basically just rubber at this point. Good grief. Alright, so here's the problem. So I'm out of blades. That little wheel is almost used up. And now we're hitting. So it's literally not even covering.